I watched the Barbie movie, and I'll tell you something. I didn't watch the Barbie movie because for entertainment. I watched it because I want to psychoanalyze our society. I was watching because like everybody's talking about this movie, the controversy, And I remember Joe Rogan saying it's just a movie. Other characters are saying, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world. This movie's gonna bring up around the end of the world." And I watched it, and I love Joe Rogan, but I can tell you he's wrong. It's not just a movie; it's massive indoctrination. The beginning of the movie starts like so: these little girls are playing with their dolls. They're combing their doll's hair. They're paying attention to the doll. They love the doll. The doll is so beautiful. It's so cute. You give a doll to a little girl, she's gonna play with it for 8 hours. I got a daughter, man. You give her a doll. Oh, the doll, the doll, the doll, the doll. Pay attention to the doll. She loves the doll. These girls are playing with their dolls, and then there's a Barbie in the sky. The Barbie in the sky is coming. It's coming down. Barbie's coming out of the air. She's coming out of the sky, and she's beautiful, and she's different than our moms. No. This Barbie has voluptuous breasts, a thin waist, a booty, long legs. Oh my God, she's 6 feet. If you proportionated her, it wouldn't make sense. She's 6 feet, blonde hair, blue eye. Like she's so incredible. These girls look at their dolls. You know what they do? I don't know if you guys watch this movie. Don't watch this movie. It's a horrible movie. I'm telling you, the movie is horrible. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. They take their dolls and they start smashing them. Pow, 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 and start smashing them. They don't want to be mothers no more. They don't want these babies no more. Just a second ago, they couldn't love these babies anymore. And now they take these babies and they're smashing them. Literally, they're smashing their babies. Like, what is the movie? What is the producer trying to tell us? There's astronaut Barbie. There's President Barbie. Even President, come on. There's what Army Barbie, race car Barbie, Master Chef Barbie, like fine cuisine Barbie. What else is there? Like pick any possible job, but there's no homemaker Barbie. No, homemaker Barbie, that's crazy. That's insane. There's every type of possible Barbie. There's lifeguard Barbie. There's roller skate Barbie. There's parachute Barbie. There's tunnel, mine shaft Barbie. Like there's every possibility, but just don't be a homemaker Barbie. And even Ken, he's gonna sit in the passenger side. Like there's so, it's so hilarious how feminism has become. It also has a right-wing problem. Every group has a right-wing problem. Somebody who takes it to an extreme, you know, and they're always like a smaller group usually, but it's insane how even feminism, like, it's just mind-boggling to me. It's just insane to me that they started off the movie by smashing little babies. It's just, I fear for the next generation. How are you guys going to marry these girls? How are you guys going to have a wife? You know, it's a big part of life, having a good wife. How on earth are young kids today supposed to go out in the world and the women are thinking like this? Oh yeah, no, we don't want our babies. We want these careers. We want to compete with you for the, like, so basically women are going out there to compete with their men. They want to be more powerful, richer, stronger. They want to have everything you have. And even Will Smith, the richest guy out there, the guy with tons of money. I've noticed that in Hollywood, a lot of the men, they get destroyed by their women. It's quite incredible. Okay, guys, I went off on one of my long tangents again, of course. Mike Goodwin says, men should be allowed to slap women if they cross that boundary. Women also act up because they don't have a healthy fear of violence. Men respect to one another because of a healthy fear of violence. That's from Mike Goodwin. Guys, Mike Goodwin is probably talking about my earlier anecdote where the woman spit in his face and she hit him and she spit in his face. And Mike is saying, look, if the woman attacks you, you should be able to hit her back because you would do that to a man. I have to disagree with you, Mike. I have to disagree with you. Now, call me sexist. Okay, call me sexist, but I don't think you should hit a woman because you could easily just grab her, subdue her, call the cops, file a report. She should get a fine. She should have a record because if she does it again, she should do jail time. Like later on, if she keeps repeat offense, that's why I would subdue her and like call the cops on her. Because maybe she's doing that all the time and nobody's reporting her and she's just, going around acting crazy. But punching her, laying her out, guys, I wouldn't even play the video if I could right now. It's just so, it's horrible, man. He laid her out like bad, man. He knocked her out. She might be like a broken jaw. It's just insane. Why hit a woman? Why? What does it bring you? Are you scared of her? Like, do you have to defend yourself? Do you feel any fear to your life? No. The answer is no. The guy was a big, strong guy. She was older than him. Like, for goodness sakes, man, what are we doing here? Don't get me wrong. I understand if a man slaps you and if a man spits on you and you lay him out, you won't get the same reaction from me. I'm going to be like, yeah, you laid him out. He shouldn't have touched you. The reason why I would tell you is because a man can actually hurt you. If you don't defend yourself, he might come back and keep hitting you. He might come back and strangle you. There's a line to be drawn. But a woman is not going to be able. Not in this instance. This particular instance, she was much smaller than him. There was no immediate danger. There was just annoyance. She might spit at you. She might hit you. And you might. And he showed his face. He barely had a mark. Like, he barely had his cheek was a little bit tiny. A little tiny hair. A little tiny redness. What can she do to you? Literally. Nothing, really. She kept punching him. It wouldn't have done anything to him. The woman can't generate any power. This particular woman is not powerful. I know there are exceptions. I know there's women out there who can really do damage. I get it. But this was not the case. She was an older woman. She was in her 40s. You could tell she was just venting. She's being a Karen. Look, if the guy walked up to her car and broke her window or took her keys and chucked them down the street or something to get, to annoy her back, I wouldn't say anything. I would say, look, she slapped him. She spit on him. I would maybe turn off her car and break the key inside her ignition. That could piss her off. That could teach her a lesson. Do something like that. You won't get a word from me. I wouldn't say anything. Like, if the guy went up to her car because she was there with her car, if he broke her window, if he, I don't know, popped her tires, if he slashed her tires, I wouldn't say anything. I would say, look, she deserved it. She's being that's insane for her to spit on him. You don't punch people. You don't slap people in the street. That's insane. So I would say, look, he got his revenge. He taught her a lesson. But he didn't, man. He flattened her. Like, I'm telling you, she's out unconscious in the street. That's insane. First of all, he could have killed her. Manslaughter. A punch like that, she lands on the cement. Boom. Cracks her head open. She's a 40-plus old woman. Like, I think she could have been like 45 even. Like, you can kill her.